How to cover up your mistake. Welcome to Vantage Aditya. Stay till the end because the final line reveals the only method that protects you in every room, every meeting, every crisis, and every relationship you will ever navigate. And don't blink, because every paragraph hides a truth most people never learn until it's too late. Everyone makes mistakes, but not everyone survives them because the world doesn't care about the truth. It cares about the story. The moment you slip, the moment you say the wrong thing, forget the wrong detail, or make the wrong decision, a narrative starts forming instantly, and if you don't take control of it, someone else will. Stay with this, because one example later in this script will feel uncomfortably familiar. The first shock after a mistake is not the mistake itself. It is the fear that follows, the racing mind, the rising panic, the instinct to disappear. But here is the hidden reality. Panic exposes you faster than the mistake ever will. A calm person looks innocent even when the situation is burning. A panicked person looks guilty even when the truth is simple. For example, imagine a team meeting where you miscalculated numbers in a report and your manager asks about it. If you freeze, fumble, and stutter, suspicion rises instantly. But if you take a breath, look up, and say, "Let me confirm the final version. I'll pull it up right now," the room stabilizes, because calmness is camouflage. In relationships too, when someone points out something you forgot, panic makes it bigger, but a steady tone makes it disappear. And founders know this better than anyone. Investors trust calm voices, not accurate answers. Every mistake creates noise, and noise creates attention, and your job is to reduce attention before the noise becomes gossip. When people expect guilt, give neutrality. When they expect excuses, give clarity. When they expect drama, give details. Watch this closely. Suppose you sent a wrong email to a client, and instead of writing a 3-paragraph apology, you reply with one neutral line, "The updated file is attached below. Thank you for your patience." The issue ends right there. But if you over-apologize, over-explain, and overreact, the client starts wondering if the error was bigger than it actually was. In life too, when you break something at home or forget something important, acting dramatic invites more questions. Normal behavior kills curiosity. And in startups, a founder who handles product glitches with a calm one-line update earns more trust than one who panics publicly. Covering a mistake is not about lying, it is about sequencing the truth in the right order, in a way that protects your credibility. Reveal the controllable part first. Frame the context. Second, explain the intention third. Humans forgive intention faster than outcome. For instance, if you missed a deadline at work, saying "I didn't manage my time well" destroys trust. But saying "I prioritized the customer escalation first, so this slipped, I'll make up for it," reframes the story entirely. The result is the same, but the sequencing shifts perception. In relationships too, telling someone "I forgot" is an explosion, but saying "I was overwhelmed with something urgent" makes them shift from anger to understanding. And founders use this daily. When a feature is delayed, if you mention the reason before the delay, users stay loyal. There is also a darker truth you need to hear without looking away. The world doesn't forgive the mistake, it forgives the confidence. People believe calm authority, even when the ground is shaking beneath it. Your tone becomes your shield. Your composure becomes your alibi. For example, think of a junior analyst presenting wrong data in a boardroom. If they panic, the meeting derails. But if they say, "I see the mismatch, allow me one moment to correct it," the board forgets the error immediately. This also works in relationships. A confident sorry carries more weight than a panicked explanation. And in startups, founders who say, "Let me check and get back to you," hold more power than founders who overshare in fear. Every mistake has a small window, a narrow space where you can redirect the narrative before it becomes a weapon used against you. And in that window, you must give people a future. When you describe the next action, the next fix, the next step, human minds move forward instead of backward. They stop analyzing the error and start following your direction. If a workplace task fails, Saying I'm preparing a revised version now and will send it in 1 hour instantly pulls the team forward. If you say nothing, they keep staring at your mistake. Even in personal life, when you forget something important, saying let's fix it tonight instead of defending yourself shifts the emotional energy. And in startups, when a founder says here's the plan for the next release, users forget the issue and follow the momentum. But the most brutal truth comes now, and listen closely, because this is the one rule that decides whether people forget your mistake or never forgive it. The best way to cover a mistake is to overwhelm it with value. Deliver more. Improve faster. Fix deeper. When your output rises, your error disappears beneath the weight of your performance. A mediocre employee's small mistake becomes a headline. A top performer's big mistake becomes a footnote. A relationship where you constantly show effort forgives slip-ups instantly. And in startups, consistent execution makes early failures irrelevant. People remember patterns, not moments. Consistency rewrites memory. And since you stayed till the end, here is the line worth engraving into your mindset forever. People don't remember the mistake. They remember who handled it with dignity, intelligence, composure, and control. Your mistake is not the problem. Your response is the story. Subscribe to Vantage Aditya and share this with someone whose story is still being written.